Yeah, hello. Welcome to this broadcast. I had some strange noises here from the neighbors. I don't know what they were doing. Anyway, welcome to the broadcast again. So, time for simultaneous chess.
Yeah, hello.
20. Oh, that sounds bad. What the heck? That was my... I'm watching my own channel. That's no good. Okay, so hi to all of you in the channel 3, the Simul channel on the ICC. You're probably watching the stream as well. Currently, we only have 8 players joined, and I hope we get a couple more. So yeah, I muted the stream now. Bad mistake, but that can happen. I hope you understand me all right. Yeah, my voice is a little bit off. I'm having a slight cold, and also the dentist wasn't too kind to me yesterday, so I've got some problems here. So, okay, we need some more players. Usually the Simul is full pretty quickly, so not quite sure why we only have 8 players at the moment. I didn't watch the European Team Championships today. There were any good games today. I think Carlsen today played the German #1 Nisipianu. Didn't know what they did, and I currently have my whole setup ready for the Simul, so I cannot really look at the results. Yeah, hi to the Internet Chess Club on Twitch. I'm ready. A draw between Nisipianu and Carlsen. Yeah, Carlsen is really not in good shape. I mean, not that he has to beat the German #1 like all of the time, but he's not having a good event. Yeah, so Burani won. Wait just a moment. Someone is asking me. And yeah, Burani won. What's your name on the ICC? If you can tell me that, I can tell you if you're registered. Yeah, sorry for the slight delay, but we want to get this full. Okay. Have to see. Yeah, okay, so now we got 9 players. That's really going slow. Was there some confusion about the starting time or anything? I don't think so. It's supposed to be at 8, so it should be all right. It's a bit strange. Yeah, those team events, they sometimes have amazing performances by players you don't usually see. Levan Pansulaya from Georgia has a fantastic event, more than 2,800 rating performance. Yeah, I think team spirit goes a long way. It helps sometimes. Yeah, someone says Fallout 4 is released, so people are playing that game. I'm not sure. I'm actually kind of considering to play it. I'm considering to go for Fallout 4. I saw something, some Let's Play videos, and it looks kind of interesting. But in general, those kind of post-nuclear war games are not my kind of game. I didn't follow John Bartholomew's tournament. He's currently playing a round robin event, I think. Seems like a round robin event. Yeah, I'm going to check that later. We need some more guys for the simul here. We cannot start with 9 players. No, I never played League of Legends. I only watched maybe one or two videos, and I couldn't really make heads or tails out of that. It's not meant as criticism, it's just that I couldn't really understand what was going on, and I have I have my hands full with playing chess properly, so I'm not playing that many games, especially not those online games where where I feel I spent hours and hours and hours and hours instead of, I don't know, meeting real life people or things like that. Yeah, I hope some more players will join the simul. Someone asks, Titolios asks, crazy openings day. I don't feel like crazy openings, to be honest, because as I said, I don't feel like I'm on 100% strength, and I rather want something normal on my boards. The Chess Stars book on the Landing Good Dutch, that's the one by Malanyuk and Maruzenko, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of the book about it. Malanyuk is the guru of that opening. I have it, looked through it. I think if you have that book and the Diamond Dutch by Moskalenko, you're good to go. Both books in combinations are probably pretty good. So we've got 11 players. It's kind of weird that it's going so slow. Is there also something else happening? Some other sporting event or something like that? I hope you're also looking forward to the London Chess Classics. Rio asks, he likes to participate in the simul. Yeah, you have to go to the chat channel, to the chat channel 3, and have to join the simul. Tell simulbot join. Ah yeah, we've got now 12 players. Druido has joined. There is no rating requirement whatsoever to play in the simul. It's usually a very mixed group of opponents. Yeah, we are on 13 players now. Yeah, Lucky One asks about the crazy opening suggestions. That I often get good results with crazy openings. That's actually true. In many cases, the wild and incorrect openings got me good results. But this is not. I mean, this is a simul, you know, and you only have very little time for each move, and it's a huge discrepancy. Well, let's say difference in times spent for the guy doing the simul and the people playing him. So I have only seconds while the other guy has like a minute or so. And the issue is, if you play those offbeatish openings, you often get something out of the ordinary where you have to really think more out of the box. And this is not a great idea in a simul. You just want to have, if possible, routine-like positions that are easy to play in a way. So we have 13 players. and we get more. Yeah, we need 20 to start, but we sometimes start with 18 or 19. So let's see. Ah yeah, so we have 14 players now. That's good. Yeah, really going slow. Yeah, looking forward to the London Chess Classics. Caruana is currently playing Bullet on the ICC. Ah, no pawns. Ask how can I play the simultan? Yeah, you have to type tell tell simulbot join. Sorry for my voice. It really got worse after the dentist yesterday. Anyway, I think I'm good to go. Yeah, we probably start a little bit earlier with 14 or 15 guys, and people can still late join. Yeah, I'm going to do probably one day of commentary for the London Chess Classics, and I'll also cover the event on my own ICC, on my own YouTube channel. So doing like game of the day or round recaps. The Grand Chess Tour events are really, yeah, grand. It's the right way of putting it. So I will cover them for sure. So we're going to start with the event. So let's see. Yeah, it's a normal round robin. Okay, so we start here with, I see that one, Chessexplained, touch this. Okay, I go 1d4, Air and Robo, I go d4, Sielecki. Yeah, okay, I'm mixing a little bit here between my first moves, but I'm not going e4. Maybe 1e4, the odd e4. Hayan, what do I do here? Okay, go knight f3 and go one more with e4. Yep. Oh, got Tahoe Sam. He's a very good opponent in the simuls. Have to be quite cautious there. Yeah, and Robo. Yeah, let's go c4. We are currently in the very early stages, and mostly it's playing the routine moves. c4, d6. Let's go here. Go d4. Yeah, I'm going g3 here against Tahoe Sam. Pekdar, we've got the Dutch defense. Yeah, I'm going knight c3. That's my standard move there. Let's go g3, and here probably a Nimzo coming. Okay, let's go c4 and c4, and oh, we've got a Benoni. Yeah, I'm just going d5, and touch this is playing the Chigorin. That's an interesting opening. It's not bad. It's one of the offbeatish lines that are kind of okay. White might have a slight advantage, but he has to know what he's doing. C4 here, and here I'm just continuing to fear and shadow. And here bishop g5, trying to get him double pawns. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat on Twitch, but not. Yeah, I'm often not able to respond because simply too much going on in the games. Here, Arid Robo, he went for a Queen's Gambit. Yeah, I'll just develop. And here we got a Sicilian. Queen's Gambit again. And here, yeah, this is the normal way to play in the Chigorin. Black is going for a quick piece play. I go knight c3 here. Kakadua. Yeah, I can go knight c3 here or c4. Both is possible. Yeah, theory usually says knight c3 is better because I have this c4 square for a knight later. But I'm more used to the c4 type of position, so I go for that. Druido, I'm going for a Rui. And here c6. That's very early commitment of that pawn. I think I'm castling anyway, so let's do that. Sielecki, I just develop my knight. And here e6. Yeah, here they go e4, and I will just do what everybody does. Queen's Gambit. Yeah, here this is the big, yeah, let's say parting of the ways where white can go to f4 or to g5. I'm going to f4 with my bishop. And this is transposed to a Benko Gambit. Yeah, what to do? Yeah, I think I'll take it. And here another Queen's Gambit. And here d6. I'm playing bishop b5 check. I don't know the open Sicilian in enough detail. Okay, e6. Here I'm trading. And here Hayan, he went for the stone wall. The stone wall is a bit questionable if white has not played d4 yet, because a d3 e4 based setup often is good for white. I will try to get that in. Okay, here against Burani, I play bishop f4. That's just my move. What can I do? And here Dr. Strange move. He went c6. That's not. That's. I'm going to take on d5. Keep it simple. e3 here, covering the pawn. And against Flaneur, I get some King's Indian, I guess. And here I'm taking the Gambit pawn. Yeah, now, after knight f6, here white can go d4, which just gets us to the normal d4 type of stone wall. But it is just a lot better to play d3. And here, yeah, touch this. I'm just going to develop here, normal development. Druido went a6. I'm going to play bishop a4. And against Nars, I'm trading. Yeah, here I go g3 and e3 here, normal continuation. Pektar went d6. That's not a usual reply. I can go e5 in this position. I wonder if it's a good idea. d5, d5, rook d1, queen d1, I'm sorry, rook d1, knight d7, knight b5. It looks dangerous. I'm not sure how good it is, I have to admit. But it looks pretty good, huh? Let's go e5. And here Kakadu, I went g6. I'm going knight c3. And Druido played b5. This is called the Norwegian variation of the Ruy Lopez. And not everything coming from Norway is good. So let's see what happens. Okay. Go g3 in that English opening. And knight bd7. Knight bd7 is an interesting move that sometimes is directed against this bishop f4 idea. I still do that. Here I'm going knight c3 and e4 next. And here Billy Preston went knight bd7. Here white has a couple of choices. He can go knight f3, he can go e3 or e4. I like e4 a lot, clamping down on the d5 square. Okay, you have to take bishop g2, and here I'll go c4, set up the Maroczy bind. Yeah, this is the Queen's Gambit exchange line here, and I'm going queen c2, trying to prevent a quick bishop f5. Druido went knight f6. I wonder if I can go knight g5 here. This is some kind of fried liver style. He's got b5 played. This is not something that looks particularly reliable. Let's say that, like knight g5, d5, e d5, knight d5. I have queen f3, I guess. That looks bad. d5 is attacked. I think knight g5 looks like a good move. Yeah, and here I'm going e4 against Haiyan. e4. Pretty awful for black. Threatening e5. Okay, here c6 was played by the skew. I'm just going e3, covering my c4 pawn. And here c5 was played, which I'm going to take. Knight c6. Yeah, white can go d4 or bishop g2. I go bishop g2, developing first. And here knight c3 is normal. And rook takes here. Okay, bishop a6. Here, instead of bishop a6, black also has bishop g7, which is the current trend. Oh, bishop c7 played by Haiyan. He's playing very quickly. That's not a great idea if you are in an opening that you don't know, which I assume that he does not know it, because if he knew it, he wouldn't have played it. Yeah, it's a good idea to take some time and try to figure out best possible defense. Yeah, here I have a couple of good options. I can go e5, or I can open up the position with e takes f5 or e takes d5. It's not so easy to decide. Taking looks a little bit more logical, actually. I think I'm going to take bishop e7. Yeah, now I go d4, break in the center. And here Sunder, is it Sunder LC or IC? I always have a hard time to figure that out. Went g6. So I'm going b3 here, go for a double fianchetto. Yeah, here I thought knight b5 is good. Threatening knight c7. And here queen c2. And then rook d1 is a good setup. Yeah, here in this line, I usually go cd5. And again, queen c2. So here, Taro Sam, I'm going c4 here. Or, he's a good player. I'm not sure if I want the capture. Let's castle first. Okay, here I have to just take on f1. And Haiyan continues to play instant moves. Okay, I was thinking queen b3. Or cd5 first. I go queen b3, putting some pressure on d5. Yeah, here he's almost threatening e5. I think I'll go f4, just keep that bind. And now here d4, get that center. And bishop b2. Flaneur went castles. Yeah, I go h3. Yeah, that's my line. Bishop d6 by Dr. Strange moves. You normally don't put it there. So let's see if I can show the drawbacks of that. And here, yeah, I think I'll go take with the g-pawn. Keeps my structure more intact. Yeah, and Robo, he took on c4, so I can take on c4 in one move. This is usually a little accomplishment. White often feels he has nothing better than bishop d3 or bishop e2 and takes two moves to take, and now I take in one. That's good. Okay. So rook d1 here and c4 in this position. So we got a queen trade here by Burani. I feel like I had this earlier in a simul, like last time. Was it against him? I think, didn't I lose against this guy? I kind of remember something. Possible. Okay, I have to take anyway, I guess. Bishop g4, I go d4 here against Tarosem, good normal move. And b5 here, that's weakening a lot. Okay, you want a6 and c5, but not sure that you get it. It's not easy to tell if I want to go to e2 or to d3. I go to e2. It's always difficult to say. Okay, here I'm going to take and play bishop g5. Okay, here e3 looks like a normal development move, and now e d5. So I don't know what I did last time. I don't know. I don't remember. I know that I didn't have any advantage. He's got that check that can be a bit irritating, but okay, I always have a3. I don't think I want to play a3 now, that looks a bit lame. It's difficult in this position to prevent him from going d4. Really is a bit difficult. I'm starting with this. Let's see. Okay, d takes, it's easy. Let's recapture. Always like to have the odd, easy move. Okay, I think I go c3 here. Kick that bishop. g3 here, normal move, and castles. Yeah, here I think, okay, it's not so easy. Bishop g5 is also a decent move. I wanted to take there originally, but bishop g5 is not bad. Let's go bishop g5. It's a good development move. Yeah, knight a6 by Flaneur. Do I go bishop e3 now? Yeah, bishop g5 is right. I had to think for a moment there. Okay, here I'm going to take on d5. And here, yeah, what to do here? It looks kind of nice, but nothing great inside immediately. Maybe just bishop c4, attacking e6, cannot be bad. And here knight e5 is a good move. I had this on the board in earlier games. Okay, castling here. King g2, all the normal moves. And a6 played by touch this. Okay. I don't know, is queen b3 a move? It looks kind of normal to do, so let's do it. Queen e8, I just go bishop d3 here, and castles. Here I can recapture quickly. c6 by Billy Preston, so I'm just going to move, or play normal moves, let's say. Billy Preston, is that somebody I should know, or is this just his name? Okay, what about this here? I just go rook e1. Let's develop. And Robo with knight bd7. So what am I doing here? Rook d1. I guess rook d1, yeah. And just e3 against Dr. Strange move. And here Flaneur would like me to play d5, so he has knight h5, but I just castle here. Queen b6 by Sunday LC. Interesting move. Where does he want to go to? Does he want to move the queen to e6 or something strange like that? I would like to go knight c3. Queen e6 is a bit annoying. Ah, okay, so Billy Preston was a pianist, organist who played with the Beatles and many other rock acts. Okay, cool. Okay, thanks for telling me. I didn't know that. He sounded familiar, that name, but I couldn't really tell from where. Okay, Druido played knight to d4. That looks good actually. Didn't think about that move. That looks pretty strong. Okay, I just go knight c3 here, I guess. Knight a6 by Kakadua. Okay, queen e2, the normal Benko move. And king f7 here by Pektar. So I'll just develop. Yeah, okay, he wanted to go to e6, so he did this now. Just go back here. And knight bd2 against Taro Sem. Bishop d8. Wow, that's a slow move. So knight e5 looks very strong here. Let's do that. And here I take on d5. Nas, he has played bishop e7. So I can go like b3, bishop b2, or bishop e3 kind of setups. Both make some kind of sense. I think I'll go for b3. h6 by Pektar. I don't have a tactic here, do I? I mean, knight d4 is kind of interesting. But okay, let's not be too fancy there. Dr. Strange move played a strange move. No, that's a very, very cheap one. But it is strange, that move. So I go bishop d3, just develop stuff. Okay, rook b8. I think he probably wants to go b6 here in this position. Yeah, okay, let's go a4. Knight h5. That's an interesting moment there. I think rook e1 is right, but I currently have problems remembering their precise lines. Rook e1, ed4 takes knight d5. This is supposed to be good for white, I think. But I cannot recall the details. Yeah, okay. I play it first and ask questions later. Here, castling. And bishop b6 by Pektar. So I can go knight d4 now. It looks pretty strong actually. Threatening on e6 and threatening on f5. Taking immediately is also interesting actually, and then knight d4. But I think just knight d4 looks good. I don't see a good reply. Not sure what knight to take though. Both make quite some sense. Okay, so here he's giving me the total bishop pair. I'll take it. Okay, here we have a position that would normally come from the Tarrasch defense of the Queen's Gambit. So bishop e3 is the normal looking move. And Taro Sem went b5. That's a very radical move. Okay, I go rook e1, e4 anyway here. Check by Burani, I have to interpose. Bishop d7. Okay, so he probably wants to go bishop c6 and trade my bishop on g2. Not much that I can do. I'll be content with a slightly weakish b-pawn on his end. Okay, so here, this looks like there should be some kind of winning line. his position looks awfully weakened. Knight f7, rook takes, rook e8 is not yet winning. It's close though. My bishop is attacked here. I mean, I can just take d8 with a big advantage, but I wonder if that's the best line. It all looks pretty awful, but I just take. I don't want to spend too much time there. Queen takes, queen a5 by Kakadua. I go bishop g5, develop stuff. Yeah, and here I can take f5 or not. Is there some kind of tactic that I don't see? I don't get it. I think I can take. And now h6 by Druido. Yeah, he's playing that well here, I think. Knight f3 has got bishop g4. That's actually kind of awkward. So maybe go to e4. Ah yeah, knight h5 by Aaron Robo. Yeah. In many cases, you can actually allow black to take on f4 because you argue that your central control is so good that you don't mind the double pawn. In this case, I'm not sure. I think I'll play normal move, bishop e5, bishop b2, and here knight d5 is the line against Flaneur. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? It looks very close to some win, but okay, I'll do the keep it simple method. Okay, f6 by Flaneur. Where do I go? Just to d2, or where do I go? He has chances to keep that pawn on d4, but not on very comfortable terms. Still, where do I go? d2 looks kind of normal, but after knight c5, well, that knight c5 is not possible. Yeah, I think I can just do that. a5 here by Druido. He's putting pressure on me here, this guy. That's not fair. Aren't the Druids those kind of peaceful persons, yeah, like that guy from the Asterix comics? He's not very peaceful there. Bishop g4, so I probably go bishop e2 here. f3 looks very slow. Yeah, that looks slow. Yeah, just bishop takes. And here I'm going, I think, probably... Queen b3 is a very decent move. I think I'll go for that. Or rook c1, it's both good. Yeah, I go queen b3. Okay, touch this took on g3. Surprised, now my pawn structure is really excellent. And queen to d6 by Sunday Althea. I don't know. What is he going for? Does he want to go e5, maybe? Maybe. Okay, I'll just develop stuff. And Druido, knight, queen to f6. Yeah, a4 is a threat, huh? I have to think about that one. And after a4, my own pawn structure looks like Swiss cheese, but I probably have to. I think I've got 20. I've got 20 opponents. b5 here. Yeah, quite often b4 is a good antidote to that, but I'm not sure about this particular position. I'll just go h3. Okay, here I can recapture quickly. And here knight e4 by Pekdar. So what is the best way to do it? Probably just return to d4, be ready to go f5. Should be 20 people. Queen f6, so I'll go f4 here. That's an easy move. And Air and Robo went f6. This is a weakening move. It looks very weak on the light squares. Okay, I'm going back. Yeah, here knight f7 wins an exchange, and I think I'm happily going for that. Knight c6 here by Burani. So I just go here, keep control over d4. Here I can recapture. So staying solid in the games, very, very solid. How to play here? One idea is rook c1, rook c2. I think I go for that. And here f6 by Flaneur. Okay, I can go to f4 here. I mean, his knight there looks bad. It really does. But do I want to go to b4? I don't know. I also have knight takes d4, by the way. That is a move, actually. Knight d4. Knight d4, c takes, e takes, queen moves, and g4. The only drawback is that it is kind of, it's not really great in a simul, this kind of stuff. I play normal moves. So high on here, rook e8. I would love to do that, but not possible currently. I think I just, that looks bad. Huh? Bishop e6 looks like a loss of time. Let's go d4. Yeah, rook d8 by Mr. Burani. So, how to make sure that I can keep some pressure there on the d pawn. Rook d3 maybe, rook d1 next. He can go bishop e7, bishop to f6. I also have knight d4. Like super simple moves. Yeah, but this is probably a bit too simple. Bishop e7 is a bit irritating for bishop f6 and knight b4. I like the idea of playing bishop g5. I can go f6. He can just go f6. Okay. If you can just recapture, often a good idea to do it. Druido, he's playing well here. What are you doing here to me? Attacking g2, and if I castle he goes bishop h3. He's kind of attacking me with the little pieces that he has got out. And g3 looks awful. Wow. Castles, bishop h3, g3. You see, this is what happens to me if I go 1e4, you know? I get some wacky position that I don't understand. Okay. So, Pekdar went for g6. I would love to play f5. And I mean, I can play f5, but I wonder if it's a great idea right now. Maybe just go g4, prepare f5. Yeah, this was to be expected, that move. I go d5 now, push forward. And here h6 by touch this. Yeah, how do I play this? My bishop has many good possible squares. d3 is good. I don't know where he castles, really. I'll go here. Nas went queen c6. Okay. I think I'll just centralize. Flaneur went back to d8, so That means I can take on d4 now, or not. He's going f5, I guess, then. I guess. That's not so great actually if I take them. But I think I basically have to. Knight d4, f5. I don't see any alternatives to that. It looks strange though. My bishop is kind of hanging on f4. Yeah, knight d4, f5 is a bit uncomfortable. Bishop e3, there's f4. And I don't see a good move there. Very interesting. How do I go about this? If he gets in c5, he will keep his pawn. I don't see a good move after knight d4, f5. Knight d4, f5, e5 looks right somehow, but this is not working tactically. You can just take it. I wonder if c5 is a move here, maybe. c5, knight takes. Bishop c4, I can interpose. Takes knight d4. Knight d4, f5. I don't see a continuation there that I can play. Not even playable line. Knight e2 or something. Now that also is good for black, I guess. Very strange, actually. And maybe knight f4 was wrong. I did underestimate queen d8 quite a bit. So what to do here? Yeah, like a3, b4 or something. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. I don't see a single playable move here, unfortunately. Maybe I can do this one. Let's play c5. Okay, knight f8. I spent too much time there already. Knight f8 by Dr. Strange move. I think knight e5 should be good here. Let's do that. Queen to c7 by Ed Robo. If I go queen b3, how is he covering the e6 pawn? Okay. Okay, so I think I'll probably get queen b3, queen b2. Here, rook c2. Normal stuff. And okay, he castled short. This is why I didn't commit my king. I was thinking that g4 might be good now. I go there. G4. Knight E4 by Hayan. Okay. Anything dangerous there? Knight G5 or something? I can go bishop E6 or so, yeah. Should be okay. Okay, bishop C6 here. He can trade. I don't mind that. Rook B1. Just rook here. Knight G4 by Alexei. Yeah, you can do that, but I can take D5. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, here I can trade, I thought. And then go B3. No, actually E4 is kind of weakish. I can go knight b5, queen b5, queen b5, rook b5, bishop f6, b3 in this position. Rook a5, there's a4, rook a3. I'm not sure. I might lack a tempo there. It's very close to being good though. Okay, I take a little bit too much time here, to be perfectly honest. Okay, I'm taking here. Okay, I can go back here. Take there. All normal. Okay, f6. Yeah, here I thought just back. I wanted to provoke that f6 move. Yeah, and here g5 it will take on d4, so I'm going to castle long. b6 by Hayan. It's an annoying knight there on d1. I'll still just centralize my pieces. Here, just bishop e3, developing. Yeah, and here he's going for the most trades possible. So I can take b5. I can let him take. Letting him take is probably better. Bishop f6, queen e2, rook e2, bishop f6, b3. Yeah, and then rook c1, rook c2. That should be good. Okay, knight. Wow. Okay, I can go d4 here as well. But that looks like the normal move. Let's go there. And here, Tara or Sam, I just go c3 here. Normal move for knight e5. Aha, e5 by Sunder LC. Not a very expected move, I must say. d5 is weakened a lot, but I don't see how I can use this. I think I'll just block e4 for the time being. Okay, so here I'm going to take on d7. So yeah, I don't have much time to read the chat. I'm sorry about that. It's just too much to do. I can take f7, but I just take d4. It's easier. Oh, g5, but touch this. Did he really want to touch this? Well, okay, if I take g5, he might take f2. This is something I should take into account. Yeah, it's still probably good, huh? So let's take it. Yeah, here I just go bishop f4, develop. Bishop h6. Wow, that's not a move I expected. Okay, knight e4 seems good. Druido, bishop d6. I think I'll go d4. So here I think d6, yeah, pushing that pawn should be good. and he just went queen takes. Yeah, that was the normal move, let's say. Just rook h5 there and takes on h6 looks very normal. Yeah, let's do that. And of course take with the f-pawn. Yeah, here I have a very nice structure. Pawns here on light squares. My f-file is open and I've got the better bishop. It's nothing fantastic, but yeah, nowadays you have to be content with little things. Okay, so queen d5 was my intended move. Yeah, just centralize. And rook f8 by Sielecki. I'm sorry, I tend to say Alexei, but that's really not the name. So rook d1 centralizing. And here rook d7. So can I put more pressure on the f-file? I wonder. Just rook f3, rook f1. Maybe. Looks like a simple thing to do. Yeah, Flaneur went king h8. Yeah, that was my idea was to put the bishop now on c4. Just be active. And on f5 I have e5. So I'll do that. You might have rook e8. Yeah, still, I have to. So this position, that doesn't look like much. Really doesn't look like much, but my position is slightly better here. I just wonder how to do it. Knight d2, c5. Can also just play... Knight e5. Can also just go knight e5 here. That b5 move is a bit odd for black. I think I go a4 and on b4 I go c4. That makes lots of sense. Okay, Druido went queen to f6. The issue is that my king is on f1. That's just awful. Otherwise I like my position. But the king there, okay, just develop. Okay, he just put the bishop back on g7. Yeah, not a bad choice. Doubling on the f-file, yeah, it doesn't do that much. Yeah, maybe rook b5 an idea. So here, he went back to f6. Attacking the h2 pawn. So how to do that? Maybe just go back to d2, cover the pawns and have bishop c2, queen d3 up my sleeve. Okay, yeah, I have to go g4. So h6. I was thinking just f3 here, or yeah, come on, f3. Kick that back. Whoa, knight e4 by Dr. Strange move. That's quite a decision. I can take e4 here. It's just good for white, huh? Or is he taking e5 then? Yeah, anyway, I'll take f6. Wow, that's surprising. Yeah, I think I'm going to be a pest about the pawn there. On c5. So here, he's attacking d5, Druido. Yeah, I'm going to take stuff. Wow, he just took it. That's surprising. I thought rook e6 would be the end of it. I think it is. Okay, queen to a5. Yeah, here I have a couple of choices. I can play in a technical way with queen b5, or can just keep pieces on. Black has a hard time to develop in the first place. Some move like e4 isn't bad. Let's do that. Okay, he really did that. I'm surprised. I thought queen takes e4 would be basically winning now. Why isn't it winning? Or at least good for white. Even knight c4 is a good move. That could be even better actually. Let's do that. Okay, bishop f6 by Kakadua. So I'm going b3 here. And here, yeah, so Taro Sam, he went b4. I can go c4 now, but I also have other ideas. I can also do knight d2, just recognize this idea. But I like c4. Should be good. Rook e8 by Burani. So he's angling for d4. I think I'll go here first. Or yeah, I think I'll do. Okay, so here g5 and rook g1 looks like simple and good. Simple and good is always something to go for in a simul. So I'm going for rooks on the third. Yeah, here I was thinking queen f3 maybe, but he has got f5. Only see that now. f5, kind of annoying. Queen e3, f5, rook d1, knight e4. Tja. That's no good, and f3 looks kind of horrible. It looks horrible, but maybe I have to. It's one of those moves you don't want to play. But I don't see how else I can cover e4 with a decent move. Queen f3, f5 is just too awkward. Okay. Bishop f8. Yeah, just wants to cover things. I think I'll reroute this to e3. Bishop c5. Wow, that can be a tricky with the back rank. Bishop f7 here. Okay, I'll take first here and then on f7. Rook g1. So queen d7. He decided to keep the queens on. Aha. Aha. So here I can go with the knight over to c4 if I like. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Bishop e7, go over to e3. Knight e8 here. He's going to play bishop f6 here. Knight d5, e5, e5. Queen d7. It's not yet working, but I still go there. Okay, I can take f7 now for a second pawn. The only thing is he can go king h8, and I'm not so sure if that helped me a lot. Yeah, that's actually... I mean, the f-file is something that he might be able to use, so... I can take f7, king back, queen a3. This is a move for the queen trade. It looks very artificial. That's not so easy actually. Bishop f7, king h8. I think I should have played this differently. Okay, I'm going for that in Queen A3. Not ideal, but what can you do? Going back to that Rook B1 idea, and here A5 by Taho Sam. Okay, so a couple of ideas. C5 is an idea. Then you probably play Bishop G4. I think I'll prevent Bishop G4 here. Okay, here I can both take both rook captures, have some point. I think I'll do that. Yeah, here I can take D6 or I can take E4. If I take E4 though, there is Bishop B4 check, so Knight D6. And here Druido, yeah, he really has a good position here. Queen D5 is kind of on the way. H5, wow. Wow. That actually makes me rethink my play on the queen side. I mean, he's not checkmating me. I think that's pretty clear. Okay, I think I'm here. Can possibly go over to the king side. Yeah, Queen A3. I'll go with Queen A3 so that I get queens off. With the 2 pawns should be okay. Queen back here for Queen H6, and here Burani went back. So I want to go Knight D4 now. So here King to E7. I can take E4, but G2 hangs. I mean, with the knight I can take. I can also take C8 and Queen E4 check. That's the simple kind of thing to do. I can also take with this knight on E4, C3 on E4, Queen G2, Knight C8 check, Rook C8, Queen C5 check. That looks good, but is it decisive? I'm not sure about it. Okay, I'll do the super simple stuff. So Rook F5 here. Queen to C6. You're not playing F5 here, right? Don't give me that. F5. Okay, if I go Rook B1, he's playing Rook C7, just keeping everything covered, and I'm getting nowhere. Okay. Check. Yeah, and now I'll take D5 here. That's why I doubled on the 5th rank. Okay, Rook B4. Yeah, now Knight C4 is the move that I had intended. And here Flaneur. He wants to trade. He wants to trade. Yeah, understandable. So let's say I take everything and play like Queen D3 or so. Then pressurize the D pawn. It should still be kind of okay. Even though, of course, I don't like to develop him here. In some way, I really help him with his development. It's hard to avoid, though. Bishop E3 is the only somewhat sensible alternative, but Even there he can take it. Okay. Rook c7, he just went back. Can I somehow use this weakened h5? That's really a brutal move. Okay, I'm just going over with the queen there. Okay, here, rook f5, just being a pest. Okay, queen takes e5 by Druido. So, I will probably drop that d5 pawn here. b3 is also very weak. How to play here? I don't like my position here at all. Queen g4? I don't know. It's not very nice. Okay, here I'm taking. And bishop e6 as expected. So maybe take that. Let's take. Going over with the queen. Yeah, you pre-move that. So I thought rook e2, rook d2 might be a move. Or queen b3, there's queen b6 check. Maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, I have some compensation for that. I think I just go queen d3 here. Okay, we are just castle, king h8, yo. So, can I do something here? Tactics, tactics, tactics. I want both my rooks ideally there in the attack. Or f4, f5, something like that. Is f4 a move? No, bishop h4. It's pretty awful. So, okay, back there. Go over to f2. And here he went bishop to d4. Kakadua did. So, what now? I want to get something going there. My queen side is perfectly safe. I was thinking g4, h4. Let's do that. Okay, just have to take. And here, what happens here? Queen f3, h6, Tahoe Sam. How to go? Even c5 is a move. c5, knight f6, knight e5, knight d5. Knight to c4 back. Interesting. But it's not necessary yet. I can still play some strengthening moves, like centralize. Okay, KR and Robo, he has given me that pawn, but he couldn't really defend it. Rook back here by Burani, or against Burani. Okay, I have to move this quite clearly. b3 is going bishop g4, I guess. e6 by Kakadua. Okay. So maybe g4 was a bit early. Might be. Cover d5. So here, what happens here? I was thinking g4 is even an idea here. My rook on b5 is a little bit off. I think I'm going to get it back. Okay, Billy Preston, knight f8. He wants to go to g6 here. So what do I do here? I can go b4, by the way. Let's go b4. Or is he planning to sacrifice? Oh, wait. I have to think about that for a moment. Those kind of sacrifices can be very irritating with little time. Okay, I go b4. And here bishop d3, queen h3 looks tempting, but I think I'll start with this move. Yeah, so here my thought was just rook d1. And he's in that pin. Okay, so queen to g7 here, but I touch this. That looks pretty awful, but how do I get my queen in the game? Maybe here for queen c5. Okay, he's going to check me on f3, I guess, here. Where do I go? d6? Yep. Rook d7 by Sunder LC. So I'm going to now put stuff on the F file. So here I want to take on d4. I really want to. King f3, I guess. It looks very drawish though. Yeah. Okay, back to h3 and bishop h3 coming, or let's think about this for one moment. I think it's good actually. Oh, this q, we both took ages here. Queen to a4. Okay. Bishop d2, queen c2. That's pretty awkward. Okay, let's give him that pawn. Okay, so here we're probably heading towards the draw. This q, go back. Yeah, so I'm going to h1 or to h2, I don't know where. Go to h1. Taking on b2 seems rather risky. Take back here. I haven't lost the game. Nope. Queen takes. And here queen c5 looks pretty good. Let's do that. And here, okay, is that a draw? I mean, I'm pretty quick here with my king. So Sunder LC has taken that pawn. Okay. I'm hoping for a mate here. So what about this here? I can take here and play queen b6. That's the simple stuff. There's something better. Can play that rook to e5. Yeah, both rooks for that matter. Rook here takes, pawn takes. It's unnecessarily complicated. I'll just take it. Okay, so what about this here? Rook e8. Do I want to trade? He's not threatening much there actually. Going rook d1, rook e2, rook c8 here by this q. So c5 is not possible right away. I think I go knight e5, then bishop e2. And here Sunder is just allowing me to take on g6. I mean, I don't object. I like to take, but I just wonder if I have something even better. Probably not. And here queen b6 looks awkward. Don't see how it covers. So here I'm going over to d5. Just rook e8 by Flaneur. Flaneur, he wants to go f5 or d5, I guess. Yeah, go here. Yeah, interesting. I can take with the bishop or I can take with the pawn. Both is better for white. But what am I going to play? Okay, bishop takes. Tough. It's tough. Tough to say what's better. Okay, here. That looks pretty good for me, but how to play? Queen f5 is just good, yeah, but anything better even? I would like to end this game if possible. But I don't see a super convincing way to win. You can lose with rook b5, queen e1 mate. That's a nice one. Okay. Just play normal move. And here he might just cover everything, yeah. He gets to d7 just in time, Mr. Burani. Okay. Wow. He really absolutely never thinks here, this guy. He just dashes out a move. I always find that remarkable. So, rook f1. Okay, so he found a move to cover b7. I mean, it doesn't look very tempting or anything, but I didn't even see it. Okay, so just a check, I guess. So here, bishop d3. Queen to b6. So, is he going for c5 here? Maybe he is. So, let's see if I can prevent that. So, what about this here? Rook d8. Cannot go rook d1. Yep, have to take. There's no big choice. Queen g6 here by Billy Preston. Is he going for those sacrifices on g4? That kind of makes me nervous a little bit. He's got quite some pieces there. And as I said, it's not so comfortable to play against this stuff in a simul. It's really not working though. Okay. f5. So if I take it, he wants to go rook f8, I guess. Good move. Good move. Yeah, he's defending well, Burani. Okay, still trying a little bit. Rook e8 by Dr. Strange move. If I go f4 and then f5, am I winning a piece here? Okay, I'll just grab stuff. Knight to f8. Okay, so knight b5, right? I can take more pawns here. Queen a5. So, what about taking on f6 now with the rook? Is that working, or it looks pretty strong, but not decisive, I guess. I don't see that it wins immediately. Maybe just do this. Okay, and here I would really like to get rid of his pieces there. f4, knight f3 check, however. It's kind of annoying. Bishop d1 maybe. It's got bishop h3, knight d3 maybe. I don't think that is dangerous though. Okay, knight e4 here. And this position looks quite overwhelming. But still, how to do it? Rook c8 is never an issue. I can always go to d2. Trading queens looks wrong in this position. It really does. Maybe this for rook g3. Okay, so rook f8 here. So this two here, and then I'm threatening on f6, huh? Knight to c5, blocking the c pawn. Okay, go h4 here, covering g5, and he really did sacrifice. Yeah. Maybe I should have prevented that. I know that it will be tricky, but still, I cannot bring myself to spend a tempo on preventing such an incorrect sacrifice. But yeah, it's simultaneous chess. Okay, queen b3 is good, I think. King up. Oh, he's covering it with all he's got. Yeah, probably with success, huh? Okay, get the king out of it. b3, that's interesting. That's an interesting move. Bishop b4. Okay. Queen to h1. It should be winning, huh? Queen e5 next, huh? Yeah. Okay, so what about this? I think I'll just take that. Bishop d6, knight d7. He's got bishop h2. So prevent that. I still cannot take, unfortunately. Just h5 maybe. So here h3. This is it's not that easy. I definitely take this serious, yeah. Okay, I just return in this piece. Okay, rook c5 is good here for rook h5. So here I have to go f4, then f5, f4, bishop c7, f5 though. Maybe first to d6 with the bishop, or I would like to get an f4 and f5. f4 he checks me. Yeah, first this and over to d6, I guess. Okay, knight d5 by Tahoe Sam. Okay, out for this. Okay, he's playing rook c7 here. So again, just h6 here. Yeah. And bishop over there. Oh, he took that pawn. I like that. Rook d3 by Sielecki. Okay, I have to take his bishop there. Take that back. Yeah, so he's attacking me on h4 here. That's annoying. Really annoying. Oh, and rook g4 check. Wow. That's annoying. Very annoying. A f3. Maybe queen to h3 and then f3. Nah, I screwed that up. It was a very nice position at one point, but I screwed it up. Okay, over to c4. And here, Sander. h7. Or is that, it's just useless blind aggression? I still cannot take anywhere, surprisingly enough. Okay, let's go h7. Here I'll just go to d6. And Dorito with h5. Wow. No, bishop a6. Hui! I wanted to go queen c4. Whoa, this is like that typical feeling when, yeah, you drive a car and you kind of recognize something is coming your way. You can just about avoid the crash. Whew. Okay, not that one, please. I really don't like my position. The b3 pawn is amazingly weak. Yeah. Rook b8 by Sander here. So how do I end this game now here? Can I take there? No, but bishop h6 is good, right? Okay, queen c7 here by Nas. I can go knight b5. Knight d5 is not doing much. I think I'll probably... No, again. I shouldn't blunder. Shouldn't blunder into rook h4. Bishop h4, I'm sorry. I think that might irritate him. Okay, rook d1. And here Sielecki took. Rook d1 maybe first here, threatening on the back rank, and then move the bishop. Okay, Dr. Strange move. He found, something to avoid immediate disaster. d5 takes, knight takes, check, king f8, queen b4, check. It doesn't seem to decide though. It looks good, but it doesn't seem to win immediately. Maybe still f5. It still looks good. Okay, queen takes here. And he went to e8. So just bishop g7 here and then take next. Okay, I think I'm doing quite okay. Didn't blunder big stuff yet, I hope. And I'm not in a huge time issue in most games. Still many games going on, though it's not much decided yet. Going to e6 here. Yeah, and this, as I said, I don't like. b3 is hanging. If I take on g7, there's rook g8. So I'm checking here. Need something to drink. Bishop f8. So just taking, or do I have something better? Would like to crash through on f6, of course, but it's not yet working. It's not yet working. I wonder if rook f5 is an idea, intending to take on e5. It's very close to working. It's almost working. Yeah, and also rook h5 is there. Okay, how to do this? Looks excellent. I think with the rook. Okay, he took. That's kind of greedy. Bishop e6 by Druido. Now I can take on g7 though. Yeah, I think I will. a5 by Sander here. Okay, so I'm taking queen d2 here. Go back. Oh, bishop e7 by Burani. He wants to trade. Yeah, the king and pawn endgame is a draw, so I'm going back. So I cannot take on e5, unfortunately. I would like to, but this is simple and pretty okay. f6 here, and then knight to f6. Yeah, it's not good. It's not bad, but this is also pretty okay. Yeah. Pawn takes. And here, threatening rook takes e5. And this, can I take now on h6? I cannot, but it's close. Knight d5. Takes. Queen moves. I think I'll need pawns here probably to win. Knight d3. Okay. Let's bring the pawn up. Yeah, that was something that I feared, that he would go queen a8. That can easily be a good move. Even though, if I go f3 here, what is he doing? He checks me on g1. That is the idea. Pretty awkward, as I said. Queen h1. That looks wrong. Okay. So what about this? Queen f7 for queen d5. Let's just be quick about those moves. Queen d4. Going for domination. f4, he's going bishop c7 again. Okay, so maybe h4 here. I have some ideas with h4. I'm not sure if they are any good. That's my problem here. f4, bishop c7, f5, bishop g3, f g6. That's an interesting idea. Takes. It doesn't lead to anywhere. No, it doesn't lead anywhere. Queen d5. Bishop c2 by Tahoe Sam. Wow. It's not exactly something I expected. Okay. I have a couple of moves. Bishop, sorry, knight d6, knight e5. There's also stuff like h4, which is small improvement move. Okay. Let's do this. I wonder. Nah, probably better no. Okay, let's think about it again. Where do I go with my bishop? Yeah, bishop c4 is actually good. Okay, here queen to f7 or queen to e6. What is going to win here? My rooks are not that well placed, but it's okay. So here, how to play this? I think I have to go f3 here at some point. He's attacking b3 now. Okay, start with a check. Here I just keep the pawns. Okay, what about this? Rook h1, I guess. Or is he taking on g4? Don't tell me that this is going to work. It really shouldn't work. Okay, queen d8 by Flaneur or Flaneur. I don't really have to ask him what the correct pronunciation of that is. I mean, this sounds kind of French, but my French skills are zero. Okay, I'm covering e1 for a moment. And here I'd like to go a3 and b4, just keeping this bind. Okay. Is g4 awful? It looks a bit awful. Looks a bit too aggressive, actually. Okay. Knight d5 is interesting, though. E takes, e takes. Queen f8, bishop f6 takes f5. King g7, rook e4. I think I'll go for that. If it's not working, I mean, what can you do? Just a simul game. It's not the end of the world. Okay, I want to take on f6 here and end this game. Okay, knight c5. I can now rook d8, I guess. Okay, b4. Oh, that I didn't see that one. I mean, I saw that, but I just recognized that he has rook c2, which is kind of awkward. Okay, I have to take. So, check again. And now I can go f4 here, right? Yeah. f5. Yes, that's something that I saw, but I thought that this is really quite weakening. So rook d3, I guess. Or I mean, taking is also not out of the question, but then he's got d5 coming. Alright, that should be okay. Okay, let's harass him there a little bit more. Rook e1. He's got rook c2 coming. I played this badly. I really played that badly. Rook e1, he's got rook d8. Terribly played. e4, what a bad move. Hate it. That was really, really terribly played by me. Okay, took that knight. Aha. Okay, rook takes. That's probably not working anyway, so let's do this. And here, queen g7. Okay, f6. I definitely don't want him to go e5, so I go f4. And here f5. So got that one in. Not that it leads to that much, but it's helpful. So what about this one? I was thinking check and then move the bishop. Yeah, check him first. Okay, and here somehow I'm not finding the decisive blow in this game, and that a pawn is going forward. Okay, it was clear that he would go for that, but I didn't see I didn't see how I'm losing it exactly. Rook d2 here. We'll see. Okay, he took with the knight. So takes with this. And here bishop f6 by Taro Sam. I have knight d6 here, or knight e5. Both look kind of good. I guess knight d6. Okay, a3. I thought rook g6 and then just back. Yep, here I go e4, e5. I would like to mate this guy, g4, g5. It's quite dangerous actually. Can I try that? I'll try that. Okay, went back to f8. Let's go back to fetch that a-pawn. Okay, here I think that was my idea, but I wonder if he just covers c7, it doesn't really help a lot. It doesn't really do. Okay. Bishop there. I can go bishop h4 here. I'm not sure that this helps him so much. Bishop h4. Okay. e5, and he really did sacrifice here. Wow. Okay. So g4 not yet working, but I can prepare that. Is that risky? Rook b1, a2 to allow that for rook b7 and stuff. Maybe I should have played e3, yeah, e3 and d4 long ago. Just opening up the center. Yeah, I played that in a very routine way, like, you know, some move will win, blah blah blah. But I didn't really calculate stuff. I think that this window. Okay, queen b4 here for what? Queen b1. Probably for queen b1. Yeah, he's very active here, of course. I mean, okay, he can repeat if he wants, but maybe he has more. I don't really know. Okay, queen b2, threatening on h6. And here, well, I can take and go rook d1. That should be always enough. Okay, that is hard to believe still. King f1, knight h4, knight g1 or something. Okay, so rook d1 here. Increasing the pressure. Oh, rook a2. Now g4 is made. That's made, baby. g5 made. Okay, bishop f3. c6 hangs. Yeah, I did play this terribly, as I stated before. I'm not sure about this move, though. Cover this. Okay. Is he going for bishop e7 here? Maybe. That bishop here, this is annoying. That is an annoying piece. Absolutely is. I wonder if I should play bishop e4, just get rid of that. Okay, man, I can take c8, but I'm absolutely not sure if this is a great idea. Okay, let's take care about this one first. Yeah, here I can repeat, yeah. Yeah, I think I have to. Oh, he gives this check. I didn't think of that move at all. I'm lucky that I didn't blunder the whole rook here. Queen a8. Queen a8. So rook b6 check. King c7. I have to be careful with the a pawn. Really have to. Yeah, at some point in those simules you have to start to calculate variations, and it gets tricky if your clock is ticking. Just going back and keep this under control, maybe. Come on, I just retweet this. It's not really what you want to do, but you can't always get what you want. That's the stones, right? Rook f4, I guess. Yeah, and a check. And a check. Does he have a perpetual? King f1 is the perpetual already. I can go to h2, but that looks, I mean, it just doesn't work. Yeah, so he gets the perpetual, I guess. Okay, queen a3, his Kakadua seems to play for a win here. Yeah, okay. So is he threatening anything here? There is no check currently on or something. I don't see it. Queen f3. Sometimes if I move my queen, I don't see a direct threat at the moment. I wonder if I can go h5 and get some kind of activity. Let's do that. Okay, move my bishop out of this situation. And here I'm going also back with my rook. It's hanging with check. Yeah, g5 by Burani. We're getting somewhere here. We're getting somewhere. He's got tons of pawns on dark squares. So I want the bishop. I mean, it's still a draw, but have to work with what you're given. So queen to a4. So I'm just going for simple chess now. This is mate. Okay, here, let's see what to do here. Rook g3 threatens mate. It's pretty awkward. Okay, took on g5. Now I have queen h4 stuff for queen d8. But first of all, I'm going to take here. So, this one, okay. Queen c3 maybe. That looks awkward. Yeah. And here queen h6 I think was the way to go. Yeah, let's do that. Queen d7. So I can just take that pawn now, right? Yeah. So the fear is gone that this pawn is going to kill me. Okay, Burani. If I take now king c5, king d7, king b6, king c8. It's close to winning, or is that the win or not? King c5, king d7, king b6, king c8. Not entirely sure if that... He has to go between c8 and b8 all the time. But can I win? I can bring the pawns up there. To a5. I don't think that this wins the bishop trade. Okay, he went to g4. So he wants to play bishop to g7. If I play rook e2. Rook e2 is of course my planned move. Okay, then he has got queen d3. Aha. That's a good idea. Maybe I should have played queen h4. I wasn't entirely sure, but I didn't want to take a long time there. Rook e2, queen d3. Pretty awkward. So what is he going to do? Queen f3 probably. I mean, if I play some slow move, he's going queen f3. I could take d4 here. It doesn't lead anywhere. Really doesn't. Very awkward position still. King e2 I could play, but then he's checking me on e4. Okay, if I go back, at least g6 is hanging. Famous last words. Okay. So let's take this. Rook here. So a nice position here, but can you win? That's the big issue. So bishop c7 is not threatened. Is h4 a move that helps in some way? I guess it doesn't. So playing this is probably making sense. Yeah. Druido. Yeah, he's playing this well. That's a good move. Pretty good move, actually. Yeah. So, oh, I didn't even see that this was hanging. That's no good. Okay. So queen back to f1. Yeah, and here I'm going to try to pick up that pawn. And here e5, right? e5, right? Rook e5, rook d6. Looks pretty awkward. d5, rook d8 also wins. Come on. So I'm going to have to bring the king here. Okay, over to d4. It's the best possible place. And I really should have won that game long ago by checkmate, but I couldn't finish it. So I have to do this technical task. Here I never took that rook. Maybe I should have. To be honest, I should have taken it at some point. Why didn't I take it? I don't know. So rook c2, rook b4. Yeah, he's got some pretty decent counterplay there. Yeah, he's a good player. Always a tough opponent in the simuls. Rook c1, I guess. Rook e4 check. Yeah, I go back to f1. b6. Okay, let's trade queens and win that endgame. So a4, putting more on light squares. Aha, g5. Wow. Take. Can also go rook e4, but then rook c2 was kind of awkward. Okay, I think I'll take. Yeah, I never took the bloody exchange. Why didn't I take the exchange? I'd really like to know that. I really should have. How to play? It's not even so easy to play him. He's got some pressure on the d4 pawn. It's quite annoying, actually. Oh, what did I do there? Why didn't I take the exchange? It was hanging for quite a while. I don't know if I like my position here anymore. It looks awkward. d4 is weak. Okay, cover that. But that's far from ideal. Really is. Okay. I have to use the king there. Rook c5 here maybe. Okay, bishop e7 here by Burani. So it will be difficult here to do anything. Still, probably I need h4 at some point. And here we're heading for a draw. Yep, I'm taking. I've offered the draw there. I declined a draw there earlier, but it wasn't intended. One of those cases where I didn't spot that there was a draw offer. I mean, don't hear it here. Fleur offers you a draw. No, I don't think so. Take here, queen g7. But I don't seem to have a win there. At least not directly. Okay, there he took there with the rook. absolutely don't like that position. It is just not good. How do I regroup there? At knight on d6 it looks pretty, but it is not doing anything. I think I have to go out of that diagonal there. Just too annoying. Rook d5. Yeah, well played by Druido again. Yeah, I think I'll have to take. Wow, h6. That looks dangerous. So here, yeah, the key is not to trade queens, but to keep queens on. So here, that could be tricky for him. Rook g4, so we repeat it here. Yeah, he offered me a draw. I think I'll take it. Okay, well, here I'll bring the king up, I guess. So bishop c5, bishop e7 here by Burani. He wants to draw this in this kind of way. Whenever I go bishop c5, he goes bishop e7, and the king and pawn ending is not going to be enough. Okay, I'll just shuffle a little bit and see what happens. So here, how to do this? I can go queen d4 and just take a7 actually. Yeah. So here, okay, you will take a4, but I mean, it's opposite colored bishops. It's still super drawish. Bishop to e7. Here. I don't like that position. I already stated that, but I absolutely don't like this. How do I go about this? Knight c4, you can take c5. Huh? That's super awkward. Knight e4 looks completely wrong here, to be honest. I wonder if I should just go rook dc1 and let him take there also. I don't know. I don't know what I should do here. I don't like the position. I don't. Okay, here I'm just doing some shuffling. Yeah, I will take a7 now. Just grab that pawn. f5. Yeah, f5. I mean, I can take that en passant, I guess. So maybe just I'll bring the rook around. That's the easiest. Take here. Yeah, someone says the cheating protection or prevention although should be improved. I agree. I recently had some talks with ICC officials, and they're working on much improved cheating detection and how do you call it? Banning. To increase the speed in which people are banned. They really have some good things in the work, so I'm looking forward to that. Tja. I don't like that position, as I mentioned. Okay, going for a rook trade here. Flaneur just took that pawn. That is kind of... that looks risky. Okay, I'm pushing. Yeah, I'm just maneuvering a bit here. And here I'm going h4, h5, I guess. So, what about this here? We have two rooks here. Should I trade rooks or not? I wonder, but this endgame, it should be okay for me, of course, but can I play for a win somehow? No. Can I play for a win somehow here? Yeah, that's an interesting question. Should I keep one rook on, or should I trade one rook? I'm not sure. Okay, come on, let's trade. Not spend ages here. So, rook to d8. Flaneur. What do I do here? Would like to attack that rook, of course. Queen a5. Or something like that. I don't have time to work that out really. Just have to move. Rook a3. Yeah, let's keep that pawn for the moment. And g3, I guess. So there I'm just shuffling and wait for a better opportunity. Rook f3. Then check there. Don't see how I break through here. Maybe still first enter there. Okay, bishop c2 in this position by Druido. And Yeah. Yeah, I just wonder how to play this. Maybe come up with a king. That's a draw. He played that game really well. So I'm looking for rook f3, then rook f7, stuff like that. I mean, black has no great way in making progress. I can also take b7 for the time being. Oh, he's got the check though. Check is a bit of an issue. I wonder if I should just go like here to prevent that check. Now let's do that for the moment. Yeah, I was thinking that a king and pawn endgame here should be winning if he takes f6, so I have time. Have some time. Rook c4. I don't fear the a-pawn that much. Okay, let's go for that pin. King up here. Yeah, that's really just a draw. I think I'm offering him a draw here, Dorito. He played very well there. I was never ever better in that game. More, yeah, rather the opposite. I think he probably had some chances that he did not exploit. Okay. Yeah, I had a great position here against Tao Sam, but spoiled it. Probably by simply ignoring that exchange that I could have taken. Yeah, is it nowhere my move? Is that really the case? So I'm checking a couple of games there if they are finished. King d6 there. I'm going around with the king. 7 wins, 3 draws, 5 remaining. Yeah. Okay. Flaneur. Okay. If I take if I take it and go rook e3, how is he holding this position? I don't see it. Threatening rook e8. You just have one check on f1. I don't see how he holds it. Rook e3, I'm sorry. Rook e3, I don't see how he is holding that. Oh, there, I'm still shuffling. Yeah, rook e3 I thought for rook e8. King g7, rook e8. I don't see a perpetual. Can check on a1, king h2, and that's it. Hope I'm not wrong there. Okay, here I'm going around with the rook. f5. Wow. Ah yeah, he wants to take on c5. Just greedy. Tao Sam here, greedy. Huh. Still, I can go to d6 and just try to hold this position, or I can play knight d2, bishop c5, knight f3, and go for knight e5. Okay. So king f7 here in this game. So, yeah, how long are we on? 2.5 hours. Wow, that's a long one. I mean, we started a little bit late, but still. I'm not in any time issues in the other games. That's good news. So, am I really not able to win this here? Probably I am. I mean, I am not. That's what I'm trying to say. It might just be a draw. It's a bit of a shame, though. If I go bishop c5, bishop e7, and then b4, is that a move? That could be interesting, actually. Okay, what about this now? d5, maybe? Or just knight e5. Okay, I play knight e5. So, Sunder is still going. Dr. Strange move still going. Bishop d8. Yeah, now I can take here. Take f6. So Sunder LC is yeah, it's really lost. Completely lost. Okay, grab stuff. Yeah, that is the win. There are really still 5 games going. I'm going to close a couple of windows here because I always like some clarity. So, oh, he continues. Yeah, now b4. I was thinking b4 could be interesting. b4 takes, and then a5. Yeah. It's still a draw. There's still a draw. I cannot find a win here. Did Taosim offer me a draw here? No, it was earlier. He offered me a draw earlier. I wouldn't mind a draw now, of course. And I clicked draw. He actually took it. Oh, Quite surprised. Okay, I don't mind the draw in itself. I really didn't play that well. Okay, so Dr. Strange move is going for a5 here. So I'm going to activate my king now here. Marching pawns up, and we have Burani. I absolutely hate to concede a draw in such a passive position, but it's probably just what it is. Oh, king e3. That looks awkward. I wonder if it's entirely counterintuitive to play a5 b4 here, but okay, I don't see any other way forward. So here, Dr. Strange move. I wanted to go rook f8 here. So I do. Yeah, we're down to just a couple of games. Kakadua was also a draw. So we have, I didn't lose a game. Whoa, what is this? What is this? I take here, I take, wait. b5, don't give me that one. Takes b4, king d4, it's still a win, yeah? Okay. So, going, wait. Bishop b4 now, bishop e7. Takes, still not working. Yeah, b4, b5. I didn't think that this would lead to a Zugzwang, putting the pawn on b6. I didn't see how that would be a Zugzwang, Scheveningen. I see your idea, but I didn't see how it would be a Zugzwang. Dr. Strange move, rook d5. Rook d5 is a bit strange. So, trying to go for pawns now, or like a rook b8, trying to snatch pawns. I'll try. So I have to go back here. I was thinking bishop c5 might be an idea here. Takes, pawn takes. Yeah, so what are you doing now? Takes, pawn takes. Strange move. Played rook b5. So g4. Yeah, Sunday I'll see. It's got more time than the beginning of the game. And I don't think I'm optimistic in saying that I'm not losing a game this time. Must be something weird needs to happen for me to lose one of those games. Oh, Dr. Strange move really going low on time in that rook ending. So am I going b3 here, or yeah, I can also wait there. Yeah, Burani. Yeah, so pawn takes, right? Pawn takes, king e7, c6, takes. Is he getting me? No. King c7, king takes. Should win. Rook c5 could be awkward here, now that I think of it. Anyway. Yeah, you're right. Dr. Strange move, you're right. Rook c2. I underestimated that counterplay quite a bit. Okay. Triple Checkers asks, how many points do you need to score on a 9-round tourney to make an IM norm? That depends solely on the strength of the event. If you play in a 9-round tournament like with let's say the guys of the London Classic, you just need very, very little points, maybe like 2 points or so, or 1.5 point. But easiest is to imagine you play 8 GM norm. Yeah, GM norm is a rating performance of 2600. So imagine you have 9 players there with the 2600 rating, and you have to score 50%. So this is an easy way to think of it. Yeah, I think I probably let him out here to a draw, Dr. Strange move. But I think I'm going to win against Burani. And Sunder is kind of hanging on in that endgame. Now he waits for 1 hour, lets the clock run down. Yeah, let's have a look at Druido. Was a draw. And where is that other game? Dr. Strange move. Yeah, Rook A2 will draw. Yeah, this also will draw. Is there any way for me to do anything here? Probably not. Let's see here. Can I check? I can check on the 6th rank. Tja. There's no realistic winning chances here. Just a draw, just a draw. Yeah, it's just a draw. What can you do? C6 here. And at the end I should win that king and pawn endgame. Yeah, this was the only winning idea that I saw, putting pawns on a5, b4 and so on. It at the end did the trick here in the Burani game. Okay, so Dr. Strange move is still struggling. Oops. with that game, with that endgame. And Flaneur, yeah, Flaneur resigned, I think. Yeah, that was an interesting game. And I still have some windows open. So we have still Sunder going on with that totally dead end game and Dr. Strange move. So basically we can focus on that rook end game. If I take on b3 now, it's an immediate draw, which, yeah, I could do. But I've got a little bit more time on the clock and there is no risk whatsoever, so I can still try to be a nuisance here. Maybe there are still slight chances, to be honest. I could get the g-pawn. I mean, only if he does something wrong, of course. So, king g5. Yeah, keep an eye on the Sunder game. He's letting the clock run down now. So I have 9 wins, 4 draws. But if you only have 15 games, that's a bit of a shame. So I can take here. That looks like a window. Or is he able to draw that? I don't see it. I get to g7, huh? Should be able to do the Lucina winning procedure. Yeah, so after about 2.5 hours, I've got 9 wins, 4 draws, 2 remaining games, and I'm winning the Sunder game. Yeah, this weird game is still on. And this, I think, is a winning king and pawn endgame. Winning rook endgame. Due to me getting to the Lucina position at the end. Or am I wrong? I might be wrong. Okay, I have to prevent king f8. Anyway. Good thing is I can play that quickly now. He only has one minute left. So at the end we have the Lucina winning procedure with the rook on the 4th rank. Yeah, I wonder what we're doing with the other game, if that guy is simply letting the clock run down. Okay, so g6. Yeah, I guess g6. Always like to double check a little bit, even though it's a very common type of endgame. Sometimes there are weird little things going on, even though I don't see anything here. King G8. Yeah, I want to take that moment to point out to all of you watching on Twitch that tomorrow I'm doing a blitz match for my own channel against Grandmaster Niklas Huschenbeet. First to win 5 games of 4+2 blitz. Ah, hi. There's someone here. Anatoly Petrosian in the chat. The old Indian with H5 and H4. Yeah, maybe I should have gone with F4. You're right. My B4 idea probably wasn't that great. It's absolutely possible that you're right there. Rook H1. Yeah, here I can just go King F8 and promote. The match is starting at noon Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central European Time. And it's my channel, not the ICC's Twitch channel. It's Chessexplained. Chessexplained without the E. So, Dr. Strangemove resigned that game. It was a very tough game where I probably didn't play particularly well, and in that endgame he somehow didn't manage to draw at the end. So there's just one game left by Sunder LC, and he's got 50 minutes on its clock, guys. I think I'm going to get me some nuts and some beers, and we're going to hang out there for 50 minutes, right? I'm not quite sure what we are going to do now. I'm definitely not resigning there, because this is just quite childish behavior. You should simply resign. I don't think I can actually play some blitz in the meantime. I mean, technically speaking, I don't think I can while doing the simul. Oh, he played a move. Yeah, maybe he's playing. Maybe he's playing. Okay, let's. Are there some questions? What happened to Bareyev? He was number 3 in the world in 2003, and now he's just a random 2,600. I think he mostly focused on teaching, and now he also left the Russia for Canada. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I'm happy that Mr. Sunday LC is making moves. Yeah, Berayev was number 3 in the world. This is probably just about right. Maybe number 4 or so. Okay, Mr. Sunday, I'll see. He did resign finally after I got my queen on move 107. It was a long game. Okay, so that thing is over. I scored 11 wins, 4 draws, no losses. We only had 15 opponents. It still took quite a while. Not quite sure why we only got 15 guys, but I think it was a good simul. I don't think I blundered that badly. I made a couple of mistakes for sure, but it didn't feel to me like I blundered badly, and I won the game against the best opponent, Mr. Flaneur. He's close to national master strength over the board. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. And for those of you who are watching live, make sure to watch the November 22nd live stream against Niklas Huschenbeet. I also will be live on Monday, of course, for the regular weekly show. And also, yeah, look forward to the London Chess Classics. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.